The number of coronavirus cases has spiked in the tri-state area. There are 26 patients in Connecticut. New Jersey has 98 cases. 729 people are now sick in New York State. 329 of those are in New York City, where the death toll has risen now to 5. That rise in cases has led to the city to close schools starting today. CBS 2's Reena begins our team coverage this morning. She is live on the Upper West Side. Reena.
Mayor de Blasio says this was a tough but necessary decision in hopes of helping limit the spread of the virus. He's calling that number of cases that you mentioned troublesome. The city will now be moving towards a remote learning model until at least spring recess. Cleaning crews in protective gear were painstakingly cleaning LaGuardia High School last night. This just hours after Mayor de Blasio announced all New York City public schools will be closed for the next 5 weeks, with a possibility that could be extended for the remainder of the school year.
It's very painful. It's going to be very difficult for a lot of families. And so this is a decision that I have taken with no joy whatsoever, with a lot of pain, honestly, because it's something I could not in a million years have imagined having to do.
This is really scary for us.
Many working parents like Todd Walker are scrambling to make plans for their children.
It's a long time.
It's
an outrageously long time.
It's really tricky if you have an hourly based job and all the offices I work in are closing, and so we're just trying to eke out as much time as possible before everything shuts down.
The mayor and Governor Cuomo had hesitated to shutter the schools, concerned about childcare for essential workers and critical food programs for students in need. The school buildings will be opened to provide students with grab-and-go meals for the duration of the closure. The city is also working on a plan to provide childcare for healthcare workers starting next week.
I think that it makes sense to say that the concern is about parents who don't have childcare, and those parents especially being in the health services industry, and that maybe we would reduce our capacity to take care of New Yorkers because nurses and doctors might have to be home to care for kids who would otherwise be in school. Starting
March 23rd, students K through 12 will begin remote learning online. The schools will provide internet-connected devices for all students who don't have one.
We're going to also prioritize our students living in temporary housing, our students that are living in poverty, and students that do not have access to those resources.
Senior centers are also closed, but will open doors to provide to-go meals. Hospitals are being ordered to cancel all elective surgeries.
We got to take this more and more seriously with every passing day. It's tough. It's tough to get out of the patterns that we've lived our whole lives in. But something's changed, and it's not going back.
Now, as you can imagine, this is a lot to take in for so many parents and students across our city. But Mayor de Blasio says we all need to change our lives in big and small ways in order to keep each other safe. We are live on the Upper West Side this morning. Reena, CBS 2 News.
Reena, thank you.